Welcome to today's show. The first subject of today is compression and why it's the cause of glitch and so on videos on YouTube. The second topic is a debunk of Taboo Conspiracy's video where he shows Wide Awake's video, and here I did get some help from my subscribers. And then we talks about cameras and shutter speeds. And as usual, in the end, we have the end. Okay, let's start. According to Flat Earth fanatics, images and videos they find on internet often proves their claims. The images and videos are CGI, and they found strange things in images. But the truth is that they lack all elementary knowledge about how internet works and how videos and images works on internet. Anyone surprised? Without compressions, you wouldn't be able to show your images on internet. Otherwise, people had to sit for hours to see your great pictures. And without heavy compressions, YouTube wouldn't work at all. I will explain. If we take one of my cameras as an example, it's the Canon R5, a professional camera. And if you look at these numbers, the resolution when I take images are quite high. Every frame or picture is 45.4 megabytes big. And if you look, if I shoot a 8K video, 3 minutes filming is 64 gigabyte. So a 18-minute YouTube video in full 8K would have 384 gigabytes of data. And YouTube try to say that you can show 8K on YouTube. But is it possible? Back in the days when we had analog television, this was not a problem. Everything that the camera captured was sent to your television set. And the same goes for photography. When you made a picture in a video, took a picture in your camera and you send it to a lab, you did get the same resolution as in the camera. But this is not the case today. Do YouTube really broadcast real HD videos? Have a look at these numbers. This is the numbers for a real HD video, 1920 to 1080 pixels. And if you have all images with all frames, it's 1.1 gigabytes of data per second. You don't get that on your internet connection. I'm quite sure of that. But how do they manage to broadcast HD videos to you then? The short answer to that question is compression. If we focus on video compression, it's that they don't show all the frames. Instead, they calculate movements between frames. So it's a mathematic calculation, and they focus on things in the video that moves. And that's also the explanation why, if you, for instance, have a video with snow, confetti or many things moving at the same time, you also can see that the resolution on the video gets worse here on YouTube. And this is the reason often for glitches and so on in videos that flat earthers try to use as proof for fakery and CGI. For instance, rockets going up and they have anomalies on the video. It often glitches that the mathematic formula misses movements in the video. I hope you find this interesting. I will talk more about in depth about different compressions and so on my members videos. Okay, next topic. Okay, then it's time for your debunk of Taboo Conspiracy's video, or rather Wide Awake's video. I know that it was quite short time to do this, but I've asked Icy to read your comments and debunk on this video. Okay, welcome Icy.
Mark Chippendale. Okay, let's forget the TC's trying to refute a globe Earth, and instead analyze whether it makes any sense on a flat Earth. Surely there would be a very significant amount/height of water visible behind the channel markers and in front of any horizon? And why on any Earth would there even be a horizon at all? Surely, at such great distances, the blend between sea and sky would be quite gradual rather than sharply defined as we always see it, unless there is some cloudy/foggy obstruction at a distance. Horizons just don't even make sense on a flat Earth, certainly not sharp ones. Sugar O'Kane. Wide Awake's video. Very poor resolution of the distant objects, yet he boldly claims you can see the whole of the distant rack. I don't think so. Oh, and what value did he use for refraction? Conveniently left out. Bacon Sarnigeddon. No accounting for refraction? I wasn't following his babble too closely, TBH, but my lazy answer is that TC seems to be using the usual, lazy FE tactic of shoot low over cold water, where you get maximal refraction, and probably cherry-pick the individual photos/vids with highest refraction, too, then assume literally zero refraction in the calculation. The FE equivalent to the greengrocer who puts his thumb on the scale. Elaine Martel. About Taboo's video. We all know that Wide Awake guy is not awake in any way, manner, nor form. We also know that he unwittingly shows the curve every times. He say camera height 28 inches. I ask, 28 inches above what? Above that retaining wall, 15 m above sea level? At what time was it taken? Early morning with minimal refraction, or late afternoon with maximum refraction? Whatever the case, we clearly see that there is a fair amount of looming in both top and bottom mirages. Little Green. On Taboo's, I'm not sure that he is looking in the right direction. Ugly German Truths. As for Taco Boy, of course it's a flat earth proof if the weather does barely allow any photography, much less clear recognizability of the horizon. Why do they always use the same tricks, and why does their audience never figure that out? Larry Scott. The problem is 28 above water. Bedford levels, Larry Scott. The problem is 28 above water. Bedford levels, row bottom right next to the water, Wallace well above the water. We know Wallace dealt with atmospheric optical effects, and that row bottom used the atmospheric optical effects. My Everest elevation was measured by vertical angle by theodolite at 100 miles and correctly determined its elevation. In 1870, based on the known dimensions of the planet. Independently verified many times since.
Thank you, Icy, and thank you all who provided your review on this ridiculous video. I think you nailed where you subscribers and viewers help me debunk these flat earth fools. Okay, time for the next topic. Today I will talk about shutter speeds. The shutter speed is the time that the camera is open to let in light to hit the sensor. The shutter speed can be your best friend and your worst enemy. A long shutter speed can ruin your pictures if you can't hold the camera steady. And if you use telephoto lenses, long lenses, it's also hard to hold the camera stable if you don't have really fast shutter speeds. But in this video I will talk about how you can use the shutter speed to improve your pictures. I will use these two motocross pictures to explain how you can gain something in your images by using the shutter speed on a creative way. On this picture I used a very fast shutter speed, as fast as the light allowed me. And here you see I have freezed the moment, you see the water drops and so on. It adds some drama to this image. On this image I used a quite long shutter speed, and you see I blurred the background and only the bike is sharp. This is a harder type of image to take, but it adds a focus to the bike or the subject. To get the bike sharp I have to move the camera and follow the bike, otherwise all would be blurry on this picture. I will make a longer video on this subject where I go into depth with this type of techniques, and this will be published for my members and Patreons. On Monday I will be back with more tips and tricks about to take better photos. Now over to the next subject. Welcome to the end of the video. First I want to thank my 2 members. This video was recorded yesterday, and as today I have 2 members. I hope it will get more. And then the Compass project. As I told before, the first images have been taken at Svalbard, and now I did get a report yesterday that the images on the compasses have been taken in Singapore too. And today I did see that I have a candidate who want to help in South Africa too. So soon we have covered in all continents, and it will be great. More on that next week. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I hope that you want to help the channel. Become a member, Patreon, or in some way help if you're interested. Okay, that was all for this time. See you Monday. Have a nice holiday. See ya.